Silenced. No, we're not. He's not back. I've been keeping up with Gideon. EDP's not back. Well, he's back on YouTube for some reason, but he's not back into like celebritydom, stardom, if you will. So yeah, that was how CoffeeZilla destroyed Andrew Tate. I'm gonna roll over into your life as a crocodile. And actually, I'm gonna do what I said I wanted to do.
Do you think you could take a gorilla in a fight?
Absolutely fucking not.
Of course. A gorilla's light work.
We are going to now check out
this.
a video by Almost Accurate. Be sure to go over to Almost Accurate's page. Give him a subscribe. I haven't yet. I just did. Leave a like on the video as well for him and for me, if you can. This is animals I could beat in a fight. I'm going to tell you whether or not I agree. A gorilla? Absolutely fucking not. Okay, a gorilla... Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, that's pretty much about right. Yeah.
Despite what some people may tell you.
You know who? Casual Geographic, the black dude that used to use the AirPods, the talking to AirPods and shit. Like when he's this video, he taught me so much about animals, bro.
Fact, cannot take on a gorilla.
No
one can.
No, you die.
A male Western gorilla weighs 160 kilograms on average and is around 20 times stronger than adult humans.
Yikes! I heard it was
this doesn't stop the delusion some people have.
Yeah, they're 20. Chimps are like 3 or 4 times stronger, despite being like a quarter of the size.
When it comes to combat. In this video, I'm going to break down a list of animals I think I could take in a fight. I watched McGregor fight once, so I'm...
Blood, why is all these dudes British? All these dudes that draw these videos so far that I've watched are British.
Probably a little more skilled than most of you. We'll start small and work our way up. First up, let's tackle the rats. You may think I'm starting too small here, but research shows that only 72% of people think they can take a rat in unarmed combat.
Only 72% of people think they can take a rat in unarmed combat? A rat. How long would it take for a rat to damage you significant enough to put you out of commission before you just stepped on it or punched it or yucked it across a room?
How these people think a rat will take them down is beyond me. Its best strategy is to cook me a fine meal and hope that I let it leave. Even if I stood still, a rat can't really do that much to me. Their bites are unequipped to deal with such large prey.
That's what I'm saying.
Yet I have a plethora of options for dealing with a rat.
Just squeeze
it. I can yeet that bad boy to kingdom come, step on it, or do pretty much whatever else I want to.
Until his brains pop out of its fat face.
The meek rat.
Yeah, no.
Next up is the swan.
Ooh, swans, they got those big puffy wings. They're very aggressive, swans. The bills aren't sharp. Their tongues aren't necessarily dangerous. They don't got teeth that's gonna harm you necessarily, but I will say if you grab it by its fucking neck and just fucking you feel me, you might be able to. I give myself an 87% odds of beating a swan.
They simply don't have the offensive tools to present a risk.
Yeah, they go up to like 5 feet. Yeah, that means, and most of it is neck. I could just fucking just I'll be alright.
Swans either attack with their beaks or wings, but lack power to do any real damage. There's a reason an escaped swan is a minor inconvenience.
There's gotta be a penalty in God's eyes for even consuming this video.
Rather than an all-out disaster. Dispatching of a swan is as simple as snatching up that ridiculously long neck that is asking to be grabbed and tying it in a nice little knot.
Exactly.
There we go. My win odds against a pitiful swan are 100%.
100 though?
When it comes to snakes, it's highly dependent on the species we're dealing with. So I'll just take the most prevalent kind, which is apparently the common garter snake.
The common garter snake. Their bites aren't venomous or poisonous. They don't harm you. I think they can kill like small animals, but they're not going to kill or eat a human. And once I get a hold of that neck, it's similar to the swan. You just hit it with the old... just fucking...
While its bite may be toxic to some of the animals it feeds upon, it doesn't really affect humans. And their bite often fails to penetrate the skin. Therefore, once again, a snake doesn't really have a clear path to victory,
stepping on a snake's
whereas I
mouth.
do. I'm snatching up that tail and introducing it to Newton's second
Blood made himself Jiden. What is going on?
law of motion. Before it's even realised we're beefing, the fight is done. For a common garter snake, my win odds are 100%.
100
and even
though?
against bigger and scarier snakes, I fancy my chances.
Yeah, what do you mean by bigger and scarier? An anaconda is killing you, bro.
Moving on to dogs, we've got a similar issue in that there's a bunch of different breeds which present varying...
Dogs are tough, because, yeah, there's a lot of breeds, but, like, the most common breed is going to still be a pretty big dog.
risk. So I'll tackle the medium-sized dog. Breeds in this category weigh
Pussy.
around 20 kilos and consist of the likes of the Australian Shepherd,
Why
Bulldog,
you gotta pick
Border
this?
Collie, and the dreaded Staffy. While
You're
I'm very
not
confident
beating
I
a
can take the
Staffy.
former free, the Staffy is no slouch in combat.
Exactly.
We've all seen the videos
You're-
of these powerhouses. They latch onto a dog or person, and there's no letting go.
Exactly. You're not getting away from a Staffy,
They're also
bro.
mighty quick and have claws. All they're really lacking is weight. Sure, I could try and go to Pound Town on the Staffy,
It's going
but
to
it wouldn't get
be-
the job done. I'd likely only end up getting bitten.
Yeah.
They're also too heavy to yeet, so there's not a lot
I think
can
I
do besides
could
punch
beat
and
the
kick.
dog. The one
I
you
might
got, you
win that
like.
way, but then again,
I'm gonna suffer a lot of damage fighting like a dog, like a medium-sized dog. But I'm gonna have to wrestle it. Yup, Shane. We are on the same exact brainwave. As soon as I said that, Shane dropped in the chat, grapple it and twist the head. That's a fact. With medium-sized dogs, bro, you gotta take the bites, take a few bites and wrestle it. Keep it close quarters, cause the neck can only move as far as you can fucking constrain that motherfucker. You feel me? This video is twisted. I don't want to even continue watching this. This is a warped video. But hey, we ride, we ball.
Might not. My win odds against a medium-sized dog are 40% to 100% depending on the breed.
Okay,
remember,
I
this
could
is
agree with that.
hand-to-hand combat.
I could agree
no
with
tools
that one.
allowed.
No
If
tools,
they were,
yeah.
my odds would be a lot greater.
Oh, for sure.
Moving on to eagles.
Give me a katana. I'm killing any animal you just named.
Only
Easy.
30% of Americans think they could take them.
Eagles have the advantage of flight, so they can attack from above, and all you could really do is wait, anticipate, and then duck when they're coming down, or try to grab something when they're coming down. I'd give myself a solid 60% chance of beating an eagle. The reason I say that is eagles can be large, like up to 8 to 10 foot wingspans, but it's all just wing. What you got to really worry about, the wings aren't going to hurt you. What are they going to go, whoo, whoo? Like, no, that's not going to hurt you. What's going to hurt you are those talons, those fucking, feel me? Those are going to get you. So you got to watch for those. And as soon as they swoop and try to latch, you got to dodge, grab a wing, and just fucking beat it into the ground until it's fucking American symbol is erased. I almost just broke my pinky.
I don't think people are giving themselves enough credit here. Sure, eagles are scary looking arseholes. They just always look angry, like they've caught you talking smack about them behind their back. And they have razor sharp beaks and claws.
Yeah,
which can dish
the
out some
beak. I
serious
forgot about the
damage.
beak, kind of.
But guys, eagles only weigh around 5 kilos on average.
That's
Come
like
on.
11, 12
Are you really
pounds.
going to lose to that?
Probably
I'm
not.
curb stomping an eagle every day of the week. Besides the inferior weight, their wings are another feature you can exploit.
That's what I'm
They're
saying.
large enough to grab and pretty
The
darn
wings
feeble
are
when
like
it comes to the strength
80% of their
adult.
body.
Now, I'm not saying an eagle won't get some good hits in. I'm not expecting to come out of a scrap with one unscathed. But there's almost no
I'm
chance it
losing
takes me
something.
down. My
versus
win odds
the
against
eagle.
an eagle are 95%. Like many other people, I initially feared my odds against a chimp were slim to none.
It is.
I'd heard that they were around 4 times stronger than
They
an adult
are.
male. However, after doing some digging, it turns out the real figure is only around 1.3 times the strength
Oh,
of an
is
adult
it?
male.
I've heard the
This is actually
same.
quite
I've heard 3 to 4 times as strong. I need to do some more research then.
Remarkable when you consider they only weigh 50 kilograms. Not to toot my own horn, but I'd say that I too am around 1.3 times the strength of an average male for my size. I can do around 25 pull-ups in one set, so I'm basically an honorary monkey. Therefore, in reality,
No, bro, they're like 99.9% muscle. You have the element of being a human that makes you pussy naturally, bro. You cannot beat a chimp. Don't make anything convince you otherwise.
strength should be around the same relative to body weight.
No.
And at 65 kilos, I have a major weight advantage.
Bro, you weigh what? $150? You don't have a weight advantage. It's going to climb your body like you're a little tree, and then it's going to snap every bone in your body before ripping off your penis, balls, and then face. Do not listen to the data you're finding, my friend.
So would I win in a brawl?
No.
Well, no, I still don't think I would.
Thank you.
Chimps are vicious carnivores and incredibly resilient. I'm not confident I can match their ferocity or dish out enough damage to deliver a KO. While it's true, chimps have more fast-twitch muscle fibers, which are more prone to fatigue than our slow-twitch muscle.
Oh. This is like what they said that, like, fucking basketball players and stuff got. Because they can just hit little
fibers. I don't see how I can capitalize on a tired chimp. The
No,
difference
it's
maker in
gonna
a fight
kill
is
you.
its formidable bite.
That's what I'm saying. Its body is built for killing. Your body is built for pussy.
They have razor-sharp teeth and can deliver a bite with 1,300 pounds of force per square inch. Around 8
Jesus.
times what people can muster. Getting bitten by one would turn the tide in a fight. So like with dogs, I want to keep my distance as much as possible and avoid going to the ground. This means I
True.
can't even use my superior knowledge to try and exploit weak areas. So what do I think my odds are? I think around 30% is a fair estimate. Could I win? Sure, but my money is on the chimp.
Yeah.
Moving on.
I give
we come to the
myself
mountain lion,
20%.
but my situation is even more
And I
dire.
weigh more than this guy. I'm like a $170. I'm being more realistic here. I give myself maybe a 15 to 20% chance of surviving against a chimp. It's a fucking chimp.
Yeah. These large cats come in at around 70 kilos, stripping me of my weight advantage. And they have almost everything.
Wait. Large cats can get up to 150 pounds?
Going for them. Speed, agility, strength,
Oh, yeah.
claws,
He's talking about, like,
bite,
tigers and
and
stuff, right?
instincts.
They can
The
get
only
to
thing
way
in my
more than
corner is
that.
intelligence. Well, I could potentially take a mountain lion if I got lucky and took its back. This is the sole path to victory. A mountain lion, on the other hand, has many, and even if it doesn't kill me straight away
It's built to kill.
with a bite to the jugular,
To kill.
it would likely wear me
Okay.
down with a series of non-fatal bites and scratches until I'm too weak to fight back. My win odds are a tragic 10%. Gorillas are next. As mentioned at the beginning of the video, gorillas are straight killers and
Facts.
simply too OP to take on. Sitting at 160 kilograms and 20 times stronger than an adult male, I simply don't stand a chance against one. I've got
Yeah, no, that looks about right.
better odds of convincing people that dubs are better than subs. If I were to face a gorilla, I'd probably just bring him some plants as tribute and become his little plant bitch. Hopefully,
It's like you in jail all over. Why you looking like that, gang? This gorilla has nefarious intentions, okay? This gorilla is not looking to harm. He's looking to please, and that is equally as scary.
he keep me around out of pity. Last up, let's talk grizzlies. You thought gorillas were bad, huh?
No, yeah. So this whole debate about like bears versus anything, bears can pretty much fight almost any mammalian animal on the planet, and even most reptilian animals, and I would even go to wager most aquatic animals as well.
These are 9 feet tall when standing and sit at 270 kilograms. Suppose
If you think of, in terms of the term apex, Diddy Gorilla, Shade. Shout out to Shade, Diddy Gorilla. But yeah, in terms of like the phrase apex and predators and whatnot, like bears are up there, bro.
supposedly they can lift 227 kilograms with one paw alone. In other
What?
words, a strong blow from a grizzly would probably take me out in one hit because of its sheer strength. If that weren't bad enough, they too have crazy sharp teeth and claws. The best I can hope for is a swift and painless death.
Nah, facts. Just hope for a swift blow, like right around like here. Disconnects every single artery to your head, and then you're gone.
And if grizzly attack videos
Because
are
if it
anything to go
decides
by, the
to
reality
like
will be
sit and do what it does to most people and crunch into your chest and rip your intestines out while you're still alive, gang, nah, bro.
anything but that. They often eat their prey alive. My win odds are a woeful 0%. That about wraps up the animals I can beat up in a fight. Tune in next week as I discuss a much easier group of opponents I can beat up. Women! Whoa! That's not in the
Oh!
script.
Whoa! What the fuck?
Script. Get out of here, Chris. Discuss a much easier group of opponents I can beat up. Women! Whoa! That's not in the script. Get out of here, Chris Brown. This is my video. Anywho, drop a sub if you want more from me.
Nah. He got the full all noti sub from me with that one. That was hilarious. Shout out to Almost Accurate. I didn't even realize he didn't even have that many subscribers. He's only at 3.84K subscribers. This video's got 167,000 views, so obviously he's doing something right. He's got less subscribers than me, but he's definitely getting more views. So shout out to my guy, Almost Accurate. Go ahead and subscribe if you're watching me and aren't subscribed to him. Blood said women? That's crazy. That's crazy. Alright, what else we got queued up here, boys? What else do we have queued up? I'm gonna go over to my watch later. I'm telling you, these little like social commentary videos, they're alright, but these videos, the informative ones, where they like draw stuff, I love these. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna finish off this Why It Sucks to Be Born as a giant anaconda that interrupted me earlier while I was trying to play my goddamn Dragon Ball Z.
Slip into life from the comfort of your mother's body, born live into the dense.
Before we get into it, though, this video is brought to you by Denzo. He's another one of these guys that draw and animate their videos. I don't know what it's been. But I've fallen in love with these videos, as you can tell. Like, I've added them all to my watch later because I like the design. They're very informative. They're kind of fun, and they're engaging. So shout out to Denzo. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on his channel if you do go and check out his videos, and like his videos if you watch them.
Humid air of the Amazon. Your mom leaves you the moment she pushes you out, not seeing the difference between giving birth and pooping. You and your siblings scatter in all directions, and the jungle doesn't care that you're new here. He was a great sibling anyway. At the moment, you're only a couple of feet long, and honestly, kinda cute.
Aww.
Jaguars, caimans, and even large birds would find a meal like you irresistible, but you know how to disappear. In the river,
You're getting snacked on by Sam, the toucan, bro. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna grow up to be a formidable op.
blend in with the brown, murky current, slipping unnoticed beneath the surface.
Smart.
It feels almost fun, but playing in the water makes you hungry, so it's time to get serious. Your senses, though still developing, are already sharp enough to pick up movement in the water. You notice a small fish darting by, perfect.
That's gotta be, bro, like, within hours of being alive, these things are able to, like, detect, sense, hunt. Like, it's crazy.
Target. You freeze, letting the current carry you, getting closer and closer. Your jaws clamp down with shocking speed, and your first kill is yours. It's a tiny victory,
Just blur the word kill. Yeah, probably for YouTube.
but a victory nonetheless. The first of many. You want to grow fast. Out here, survival is all about getting big, strong, and sneaky. Speaking of sneaky, have you noticed your skin yet? Look at that. A beautifully patterned mix of green and brown. Nature's
Why
perfect
why is it able to do this, though?
camouflage. Whether you're slinking through the murky water or blending into the dense underbrush, no one can see you coming. You're practically invisible. That's your first real advantage in this wild place. It's not much now, but it'll come in handy once you're ready to hunt something a little more challenging. For now, though, you stick to the basics. You spend your days slithering through the rivers and swamps, mostly keeping to the water where you feel safe.
Bro, I did not imagine a snake spending this much of its life underwater, especially not an anaconda.
Your eyes and nostrils stay just above the surface as you gently slide through.
Crocodiles do that too, don't they? That thing where they do this? This must just be like a reptile function.
Stay just above the surface as you gently slide through, waiting for an unsuspecting snack to wander a little too close. As you rest just below the surface, you spot a
Blood's just like, yep, food whenever you'd like.
tasty target, a small rodent, foolish enough to venture right up to the water's edge. You wait, patiently, and then you strike with like...
Blood just picked up the controller and hit us with the fucking... hit us with the bam bam and teleported behind, gang. What?
Speed, wrapping your coils around it, squeezing tight until it's over. Dinner served.
At what size do they start coiling and suffocating with their body and stuff like that? Because I would imagine that like a few inches, there's nothing they can even do that to.
Not bad. You've entered the juvenile phase of your life and things are starting to get interesting.
Facts!
You're bigger now, faster and stronger. And your prey? Well, you've moved up in the world. Small frogs and fish just don't cut it anymore. Now you've got your eyes on something more substantial, like capybaras. Yeah, the world's largest rodents.
Come on, don't go after the capybaras, bro. Capybaras are lit. They're so adorable. Let me show you what a fucking capybara looks like. They're adorable. Look at why is it on Bing? Whatever. Look at they're so adorable. Leave capybaras alone, man. I guess if you're an anaconda, that's probably your preferred dinner.
On your menu
At a
now.
certain size, so can't even judge.
Ooh, that was close. But don't get cocky just yet. You're still not the biggest predator out here. There are jaguars, caimans, and other anacondas that would love to make a meal
Why
out
do you
of
say
you.
jaguar like that? Jaguars? There's not even an I in jaguar.
Still not the biggest predator out here. There are jaguars, caimans, and other anacondas that would love to make a meal
Caimans? Caimans is fine.
out of you if they get the chance.
Other
Gotta stay sharp
anacondas?
and use your camouflage to your advantage. Oh wait, it's a caiman basking on the riverbank. It's not huge, probably a juvenile like you, but it's still a risky move. You think about it for a moment, weighing your options. Should you go for it? Could be your first big test as a hunter.
Facts.
Why not? You slink into the water, sliding gently toward the caiman with the grace of a shadow. Your muscles coil, ready to strike, and
Oh!
it wasn't as tough as I thought. That's your first taste of success as a true predator, but
You can't do that.
it wasn't as tough as ready to strike, and
They can't do that.
it wasn't as tough as I thought. That's your
They got
first
sharp
taste
enough
of
teeth.
success as a true predator,
Do they?
but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Not every day's a win. There are days when your prey outsmarts you, like that one time you tried to take down a capybara but ended up being dragged halfway across the river before it managed to escape. Yeah, that wasn't your finest moment, but don't worry, no one saw that. The good news is you're still growing, and with every meal you get a little bigger, a little stronger, and a little wiser. By the time you're fully into your juvenile phase, the jungle doesn't feel quite as intimidating anymore. Sure, there are still big predators out there, but you're climbing the food chain, and
Facts.
fast.
They going
As the
after
months
little
roll by, you
niggas.
become more and more comfortable in your environment. You've perfected the art of hiding in plain sight, waiting for hours, maybe days, or weeks.
Waiting weeks for food is crazy.
Finally, a group of capybaras grazing near the water's edge. You sink slowly beneath the surface, your eyes barely visible as you approach. You wait, your muscles tense, and then, what? Where did this jerk pop up from? Do you think he'd mind if you asked for just a small bite to curb your hunger?
Now that he's eating that, eat him. You talking about?
Oh, maybe that's not such a good idea. Let's get out of here. You continue to refine your skills, learning more about your environment and your place in it.
Bro,
You've
when that
mastered
snake
the
had a capybara in his stomach, I would have attacked him. Because now he can't run away. He can't fight as good because he's digested. I would have smoked him.
of stealth, using your patterned skin to blend seamlessly into the jungle around you. You've developed a keen sense of smell, allowing you to track prey even through the thickest underbrush. And your body? Pure muscle. At this point, you're no longer just a juvenile anaconda. You're approaching adulthood. You've reached a size that commands respect, or at least some healthy fear from most of the creatures in this
They're like, listen, bro, just keep going about your way. I keep going about mine.
territory. At over 15 feet long and still growing, you're a true force to be reckoned with. No more small-time snacks for you. You've graduated to bigger prey. And by bigger, we're talking deer, wild pigs, and even the occasional caiman that dares to cross your path.
Ooh.
As you grow, the jungle becomes more crowded, and you need a place to call your own. It's time to search for a territory, a safe space where you can hunt, rest, and hunt. You slip...
Kasomi is back and says the alligator looks like a pickle. You know, I agree a little. I agree.
Through the dense jungle, exploring every corner, crossing rivers, climbing over fallen logs, and navigating the thick underbrush. You need to find a secluded area, somewhere near water, with plenty of prey but far from other predators. After days of searching, you find the perfect spot, a quiet stretch of river hidden beneath a canopy of trees. The perfect territory.
So, is this like supposed to be like a rainforest, or because I thought anacondas only lived in like the Amazon and shit?
You mark the area with your scent, claiming it as your own. This is where you'll live out the next chapter of your life. And speaking of the next chapter, it's time
They be marking stuff with their scents as well? I did not know that. What do they pee? Or is there like a pheromone they let off?
for something new. Mating.
Excuse me?
It's not just about
Oh,
survival
it's time to
anymore.
get some
Now
huzz.
it's about passing on your
Time to
genes.
get some
As
huzz.
mating season arrives, you begin to pick up the scent of a potential mate nearby. You follow the trail, slithering through the thick jungle and dense swamp until you find another anaconda, a female.
Ooh.
What a beauty.
Ooh.
The courtship begins. It's a slow, winding dance as the two of you coil
Like
around.
literally slow winding dance. They literally just like can just scissor. They're just like until juices leak everywhere.
each other. For hours, you move together in a mesmerizing spiral until
Blood said,
finally the
"Damn,
deed is
shorty."
done. The female will carry out your legacy. Several
Nigga just left? What?
months later, as a female, you find a secluded area to give birth. You don't lay eggs like many other snakes. Instead, you give birth to live young. Between 20 to 40 baby anacondas will enter the world, much like you did years ago.
Okay.
But your job's done. You leave, never to see the
You just dipped too?
offspring, knowing that most of them won't survive their first year. Honestly, there's no real difference between giving birth and pooping for an anaconda. In both cases, you're just pushing something out and leaving it behind. Anyway, let's get back to some fun now. As you grow older
They
and
just be
bigger, your body
dipping on
starts to
their
feel the
kids
wear
like
and
this
tear of
game?
years spent hunting and surviving. You're still strong, there's no doubt about that, but you're not as fast as you once were. The youthful energy that
no.
once fueled your every hunt is starting to fade, and you find yourself needing to be a little more strategic with your moves. As you lie submerged in the cool waters of a river, you sense something moving nearby.
Uh-oh.
It's a capybara, casually grazing at the water's
gotta go
edge.
snatch that.
Normally, you wouldn't bother with something as small as a capybara anymore, but today, you're feeling a little nostalgic. After all, it's been a while since you last took one down, and there's something satisfying about going back
You gotta get your get back from that one that escaped, remember?
where it all started. You wait, watching. your body completely still beneath the water's surface. The capybara inches closer, oblivious to the danger lurking just beneath its feet. And then, in a flash, you strike. Your coils wrap
Blood hit the instant transmission again.
around the capybara in an instant, and within moments, it's over. You've still got it. But as you swallow your meal, you can't help but notice that it's not quite as satisfying as it used to be.
Why?
Sure, the thrill of the hunt is still there, but something's changed. You've grown, not just physically, but mentally. One day, as you stalk a young deer near the water's edge, you sense that something's different. Your muscles coil, ready to strike, but just as you lunge, something goes wrong. The deer senses you at the last second and bolts. You try to chase, but your body doesn't move as quickly as it
What's happening?
used to. You miss. The deer escapes.
Loser.
It's the first failed hunt in a long time, but something feels different this time. You feel the exhaustion deep in your muscles, the weight of the years finally catching up with you.
Wait, so they just get to like, oh, for real? They just, but like, damn. I thought it was something about the reptilian body. As long as they kept eating, they just, you feel me?
They're back to the water, but you know that it won't get easier from here. In reality,
Bro
most
got
anacondas don't
nerfed
die in
after
battle.
becoming a
They
dad
simply
is
grow too slow
legendary.
and too tired. Eventually, the jungle takes them back.
Damn. I'm adding this to my watch later. Hold on. What it's like to be born as a black eagle. I gotta throw all that on. I'm gonna like the video before I even watch it. Actually, I can't do that because I didn't watch it yet. How do I? There we go. Bang. We're gonna watch that later. But it doesn't happen to crabs. That's what I thought. Or like turtles, right? Them two? Don't like turtles and what else? Tortoises, and those types of stuff. They don't be dying soon. So that's all I had planned for today. I will say. But what I'm gonna do is, for the last little bit, I'm gonna run a few more games at GBZ.